I still trying to recover from the shock of what Canada did to Huawei CFO. I am over 70 years old. I never heard of anything like that. They don't have any evidence. It is just part of a trade war, and they have a lot of accusation on every way, USA. That is, and I would say if there was, as they say, now they said before the law-abiding states like USA. I mean, USA, they're not abiding any laws, international. They have break every single thing that is there to break, and still they try to make a case about spy or spying or breaking the law or the sanctions. It is not law anywhere, but in USA, it's not. And I'm very surprised nobody in the world community opposes the way they behave now, because I don't know, they don't realize this. Only reason that USA can sail around with the ships and fly around with the airplanes is that they are considered so crazy that they retaliate with nuclear weapon if they if somebody sinks the ships. And 2 years ago, there was a Russian airplane flying around US warship, and they jam all electronic equipment in the ship. They could not shoot it. They could not do anything. They just watch it fly around, and I mean, they have the capability to block every electronic signal, so GPS, etc. And that's what I think is what is new now is they have these mini satellites that Elon Musk has got permission to put up I think it was 6,000 or 7,000 mini satellites on low orbit around the world. And they say Google has same kind of things going on. And that is because that is in 5G, building up the 5G net. But the China and Russia are having similar projects, what I understand. And that is, of course, they think they are so many and so around everywhere they cannot be as easy target as the big satellites. But I think otherwise. The energy beam weapon is more effective on a smaller target. And but if they need to be destroyed, I don't think so. They can block the signals, because every radio signal on the Earth can be blocked. And only thing with that is that it blocks everything. So it is long time ago. Russia has developed a different GPS system, and but they are depending on the communication between the GPS satellite and Earth, the ground, and that can be jammed. So what my question for myself was, do they not understand what they are against today in USA? They make try to make a new world order. That was Pompeo declaring in when he was in Europe, and that has Trump has said that too, and I mean, this is today. They cannot launch a single ballistic robot anywhere without that being known for who's watching. And you think the most of the missiles from USA, they now have the time to come outside the US borders before they are shut down, because they have missiles that can fly about 20,000 kilometers an hour, and conventional nuclear missile flies. I don't know, maybe about sound speed, or maybe double sound speed, but they don't go so long way on in 1 hour. And they say the Chinese missile flies from China to New York in 40 minutes. So I can understand Trump. He look like he's a narcissistic person, and they don't have so much understanding for outside world. They have only they look everything inside themselves. They or everything related to themselves, and so I don't know. Maybe can't can go underground or hide, but it is not a possibility anymore. Yes, that's I'm so shocked about this Huawei thing. So because I look at this crossing all lines, and it is no trust left anywhere for USA. What they promise, what they make for deals, and so on, they cannot be trusted. So, and if there is not trust, there is mistrust, and mistrust in this kind of rhetoric that is common now in the world. That is dangerous. They look like they have lost every perspective in things. They have how many? Near 300 million people in USA. They go challenge the China, India, Pakistan, Russia. Together, they have half of the population of the earth, and that's one thing. But they have the most advanced technology in the world too. They, if you look, for example, the only country that has sent a probe to Mars and hit it with first try. That is India. Chinese technology. Now they going to backside of the moon, and because they say Americans have fly around moon and blah blah. So I can think why it is so unknown what is on the backside of the moon if you have fly around it and so on. Now I know it's every probe or flying thing that goes backside moon, they cannot communicate with the Earth. And and that's a big drawback. But in right circumstances, it can be done. I have worked with radio communication, and it are other planets. Now I don't know how this Chinese mission to moon is planned, how the other planets are positioned when they reach the backside the moon, but they can be used to reflect radio waves to back to Earth. So it's not impossible, and but that is I'm coming off the subject because I am in shock. I really am in deep shock about this begin to arrest, detain the high CEOs on competing companies, because it is nothing else, but they have to begin make this fifth generation communication networks, and Huawei is very long forward in they are cutting edge in that area, and that's the reason why USA is fighting them to every cost to get them MAGA advantage. Man, that is not the way to do business in that they did in old Wild West. But maybe this is some kind of if this is the new world order, that is very bad. I mean, they say Chinese have they spy through the technology. What do USA do? They spy on everybody they can, and they certainly listen to me now too. Also, so how's that different? They think they are the big boss, and they can do what they like. But if other people do, and you must think it's not there's no evidence whatever of any kind of substance in what they say that Chinese are spying the West and USA. And maybe they have take knowledge from technology before, and but everybody has taken knowledge from existing technology and have used it in and develop it. Why they make it better and so on. So that's nothing that is new on the earth, that people when they get knowledge of something, they want to understand it, and they can try to make it better even. So that is what has happened. Now they say the USA they say it's so powerful. Och, the power they have right now is in the madness and not in the technology, because they cannot compete with either Chinese, Indians, or Russian technology. So I would be very careful what I do if I was somebody who decide over things in USA. On the way they are acting towards the rest of the world. No respect whatsoever. It is the first thing human being must do is have respect for other human being. And that is the ground for everything to coexistence to happen. Respect for other human being. So that's my thoughts now about this, and I am in shock. I am very worried about what because this is not the time of truth. It is the time of provocations and lies, and that I'm very sad to need experience in my lifetime this kind of madness. I don't know. There are some is there something that's holding them back? I no have seen any signs of that. So, when they don't get the crisp response in what they do, so they look like they're doing what they're doing, and there are two hawks. Pompeo is one very the 3-2. I glad Nikki Haley leaves UN because she's maybe the worst of them all. And there's Bolton, Pompeo, and Trump, of course. But I don't know really how much Trump has power. They look like now he don't have full support of political establishment in USA, so he is limited now. But that about it. I'm worried. So thank you if you're watching, and I come back when I have recover something from the shock.